Hi, welcome to an introduction to formatting in Atticus with Sarah Emmer. I am a self published author and I published my first book in January of 2023. I found the self publishing world to be a little overwhelming, and figuring out how to do everything by myself was really hard. And so, when after I finished publishing my book, I really wanted to create some tools for newer writers to help make it easier to navigate the self publishing world. And formatting was one of those that I found the most difficult, not because it's difficult in and of itself, but because it's such a new way of doing something. So I did teach myself how to use Atticus, and today I'm going to show you how to use Atticus. Now, there are other formatting options out there. This is just the one that I chose. It fit my budget, it fit my computer. I heard a lot of good reviews about it, so that's the one I chose. What I like about Atticus too is it is pretty affordable. Um, it costs $147 for the version that I have now, and I have that for life. So I can format as many books as I need on that, and that's really nice. Okay, so where we are right now is on the home screen of my personal Atticus. You'll notice I have 4 versions of Nirel, and that's because every time I make revisions to Nirel, I prefer to duplicate it and then make my major revisions on that. Just in case I mess anything up, I can go back to the old version. Thankfully, I haven't had any issues, but it just doesn't hurt to be safe. So here is what a properly formatted novel is going to look like in Atticus. You're going to have your cover art, your information over here, your logo if you have one, and here are the export documentations or export documents if you need them. An EPUB is for an ebook, a PDF is for print. You can also use a docs, but I've never used that option. Here's the title page. You can add art, or you can just fill in the information that you need. Copyright is really important. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit about it. Now, please note, when you publish your book, it is protected under copyright law. Okay? You can additionally, before you publish it, get it copyrighted with the U.S. Copyright Office if you want. There's a bit of cost involved in that. And there are pros and cons to both ways. I feel comfortable enough right now just having this basic copyright in the book. But if you want extra protection, you can get additional copyright stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go down the copyright information. So here we've got the title, the copyright in 2023 by me. I previously had a different pen name, so I put that in there. And then, all the legalese stuff here. I had the cover designer, the editor, my proofreader, and then the ISBNs. Now, a lot of you probably know this, but just in case you don't, if you're going wide, as in you are going to have your ebook on Amazon, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, etc., you're going to need an ISBN because that enables you to sell your book within the American system. Okay, I think that they're actually global, but if you're only publishing on Amazon, though, you can save a little bit of money and just get an ASIN on Amazon. Those are free if you're doing exclusive to Amazon and going on to Kindle Unlimited. Most people with paperback, though, you're going to need that ISBN because you can sell paperbacks everywhere. There's usually not exclusivity clauses with those. Dedication, content warnings if you want them, maps if you have them. And then the contents, these are all automatically generated as you're filling in your book. You can actually write your book in Atticus if you want to, or you can upload into here. So that's so funny. My pro writing aid is trying to say, hey, do you need me to check all this? Nope, it's published. It's fine. I do really, and look here. this is where you would, so when there's not anything in there that's blank, and you can just go and add your header art if you want to add additional header art for your novel. I'm going to hop over here to formatting and show you. See, this is what the book looks like on an iPad. And then if we go to print, I check this one a lot because I want that paperback to look appropriate. Look, yes, I am pleased with that. Well, I mean, I knew I was pleased with that, but I'm sure you know what I mean. And then also note that the margins for where the book goes towards the spine is going to be wider than when it goes out towards the end of the page. And that's just to accommodate how much space on paper is used for the binding. You want that to be a little bit bigger, so that way it's centered on the page when you're reading. Okay, and then I have a custom theme. Atticus is really nice. It actually has several themes that are already preloaded in here, and you can just pick them and then adjust them to however you would like, or just use them as is. I created my own, I call it herbal theme because Nyryl's an apothecary, so of course I did. But I really, really, really like being able to customize the theme. So you can go in and you can come look and see how many differences there are. Here's going to upload and change that from having just ones to chapter 1. Although in print version, it's going to take a little bit longer. Here, let's go to iPad. There we go. See? So you can change how you want the chapters to appear. You can choose all the fonts and alignments and everything, how you want the art to look. It's really nice. And here are the scene breaks. You can add in your own scene breaks, or there are quite a lot of options on here. I was really pleased with the options for scene breaks in here, and I ended up choosing. I had actually made one, but then I liked the one that they had in here even more than the one I made, so I went with the Atticus one. But yeah, so that's Nyrel. So that way you can kind of see, what the novel will look like when it's done. But let's go and see what it's like adding in or creating a novel. So my second novel is Dissonance. Excuse all the clicking and typing here. Sarah Emmer. And we can just say, go get him, Atticus. There we go. So now I've got this book. It's there. It's got nothing in it yet. But now, we can go in, we can start adding in. Here we go. See, here's that add chapter heading image if you want. You can see here, look, all of this is blank. If you want to go ahead and start working on a theme, you can go and pick a theme, edit it, and start making it exactly how you want it before you ever even add words. A couple other things, make sure when you're typing, okay, it's very, very common to have an extra space in front of your paragraphs. Make sure you don't have that. Just go through, get rid of those extra spaces because it can mess up your formatting. And unfortunately, I can't really show it on here, but when you're typing in Word or in Google Docs, make sure you're not using manual tabs. Do not be tapping that manual tab key. Make sure up on the top, you have that I think it's usually about half an inch for a tab margin for the beginning of a paragraph, because that way I don't know why that is so important, but it is. If you have a lot of manual tabs, it can mess up the formatting. So I think that's everything for today. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please just throw them at me. I am truly happy to help. I want to make this process easier for you. I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert, but I have done it, have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. And if I know it, I'm happy to help. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for listening in.